connect
Yeah,
back.
while he restarts his network, um, Mr. Wale, please, what is your tool all about? And can you give us a bit insight of what your tool does?
Yeah, so I think I came overly prepared for this because I even rushed up a quick presentation.
Yeah, sorry,
Um,
sorry about that. You can just give us your presentation so that before Gafi finishes, he will give us his own as well. Yeah, you can just present, sir.
okay, 1 second, let me bring that up and hopefully you
Yeah.
can all see that.
Okay.
Please
Yeah.
let me know when if you can see that my screen, if you can see the
Yeah.
presentation.
Wow. It's nice. We can see it. Yeah.
All right, great. So basically WhoGet is the name of the tool, and I didn't have a good name, to be honest, so I just decided to say, okay, who gets this number. That was the idea for the name. And let me okay, so basically this is what I'm going to be talking about. Introduction, we'll talk a bit about how it really works in total, and then we'll talk about what I'm currently working on from version 2.0, and then we can round up very fast. um, so yeah, so OSINT is WhoGet is an OSINT tool that helps you gather information around or leads basically about any Nigerian phone number. So with the tool you can get details such as carrier, geocode, time zone, social media leads, and other leads from a couple of supported search engines. Um, yeah, so 1.0, that's what is currently out there now. These are like some of the things it does. So it allows you to store to minimize your request when you're going out looking for all this open source information, localized information. So those are the things you can find out about phone numbers, carrier, geocode, time zone, and the rest. It also, it can search through social media platforms. Right now, just Twitter and Facebook are supported, and also some other search engines like Google and DuckDuckGo. Um, yeah, so this was the initial model. I'm not sure. Okay, I think I should be able to zoom into this. Can you see this? I'm trying to zoom. Okay, but I mean, regardless. So this was the initial model, or this is what WhoGet is going to look like. So from the phone number, you can run it through Facebook search, a couple of device caller ID, websites, um, reverse caller APIs, and a couple of other people search websites. They're just listed there. We wouldn't really be able to go much into this because I understand. Like I said, I came overly prepared basically. Yeah, so you can get contacts, through mobile apps. You can find friends, Google searches, and eventually, I mean, after this whole process, the idea is that you should be able to finally be able to come up with a name associated with a number, maybe a real address, what businesses is the number associated with, and if you can find family and friends, related to this person. So I mean, that's like the overall idea of what WhoGet is eventually going to be. So this is like the model I'm using to work on too. And yeah, so the boring stuff. This might get a bit technical. I'm not sure if we are familiar with what's called HLR lookup. How many people are familiar with HLR lookup? If you are, you can just maybe wave or drop a comment so I know that you are with me before I before I go into the part where a lot of people get lost. Yeah, so I hope you are with me. So do you have anyone who knows or who understands how HLR works? I Okay, let me just go ahead. So, HLR is called the Home Location Register, and basically it's a database containing your f- your net your data as a subscriber on a certain network. So, for example, if you use a Glow SIM card, um, fantastic. I can still say we're yet to learn how to channel. So your you as a subscriber with a particular provider, your your data is stored on a database called the HLR basically, and so it contains pertinent data regarding your subscriber authorized to use a GSM. So the moment you register a SIM and you you are granted access basically, and then you can start making calls and doing every other operation with your SIM card. You are already registered to the HLR database. Okay, thank you. So the moment you are registered on a SIM or on a network, you are automatically registered into the HLR database. So when anyone does basically what's called an HLR lookup, um, um, they can retrieve certain information about you as a subscriber on that particular network. So it's a real-time query of subscriber information stored in a mobile network operators HLR. So when I say okay, I need the HL, I'm doing an HLR lookup for a particular phone number. It means I'm querying an HLR database of the network to retrieve certain information about that subscriber. Yeah, so when you do an HLR lookup, these are some of the things you can get back. Type of number, that if it's a mobile number, if it's a landline, and all that. The status to see if you okay. This phone number is active. You can see the home network providers basically like MTN, Airtel, and the rest. The home country code, the home time zone, port status. So when you know how SIM porting works basically. So when you are using a Glow SIM now, and then you can port to MTN or from one network to another. So when you port and when you already do a port and you try to do the HLR lookup for that number, what it does, it returns the port status. So that's to say, has this number been ported from one network to another before? That's basically what the port status is. The issuing network, the issuing country code. So issuing country is the issuing network rather is the service provider basically also. Mobile country code, that's your MCC information. Mobile network code, that's your MNC information. And then the mobile network identity, MNI. So MNI is basically a combination of MCC and MNC. So for example, um, mobile country codes of most service providers in Nigeria is 2621, I think. And then the mobile network codes for each provider varies 20, 50, 60, and all that. So a combination of the two of them is what's going to give you your home network identity. So you can retrieve the MNI of a phone number, and it's going to look like 62120 62150. That's what a typical Nigerian MNI information on the phone number would look like. So a bigger picture. So I mean the HLR database is just the smallest. It's a part of a bigger component. I mean, I don't think I might go into all this. I don't want to bore everyone because I think we still have Mr. Raji. So if you're interested in understanding and knowing how these things work, you can always out to me. So maybe I'll just quickly brush through it. So I mean, there are other databases basically that you can query for phone number information, like the VLR. It's a visitor location register. So this is majorly for address, basically. So when you get a VLR number, it means the VLR registers every address you've been to. So if you move, like if you are maybe an example, Idowu Street, you move to Chukuma Street, the VLR saves your location, and that's how it's able to connect you to network towers and things like that. It's also part of the bigger mobile switch center. It's a very long, boring conversation. And then the EIR is where your things like your IMEI comes into place. So your IMEI helps you to identify your phone's information. Your phone is a mobile station. So your IMEI helps you to is what is used by your network, to identify you on the network, and that's what they can also ban you on the network with. Operation maintenance center is used to monitor everything happening. Basically, the authentication center is what authenticates you to the network, before you are now granted access as a subscriber and can do other operations on the SIM card. Yes, and that's pretty much that. Let me not bore everybody. So directly to the two, for V2, so this is what I'm currently working on. HLR lookup. So basically everything I just talked about is going to be available in the next version. And then contact name, basically. So with the tool, you eventually be able to resolve a contact name after searching from multiple sources. Service modules. So service modules are interactive CLI. So let me start with interactive CLI. So basically, we are taking it from argument, passing arguments to the tool. We're making it interactive, so it feels more like you're using tools like Metasploit, Set, and the other guys. Service modules is basically still stealing an idea from how Metasploit works. So you can now write, like how you can write your own exploits and add it to Metasploit. You're going to be able to write service models. So I mean, and add it to WhoGet. So you can decide to write a module for DocDoc. You can set to write a module for any new platform. You can set to write a module for TikTok, and stuff like that, and then just plug it in directly into WhoGet. That's what the service module is like. And then using the interactive CLI, you can set options and execute and stuff like that. So it feels like you're using Metasploit already. And then we'll be adding more search engine support. Bing, Yahoo, Yandex, Spice, and Shodan also would be part of the mix too. So I think the next thing for me is to demo, but I will hand over to the moderator now. I hope if there are any questions, I mean, you can ask me just before we go into the demo. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you. Kindly proceed with the demo, sir. Mr. Raji is having difficulty with his network, so maybe before you are done, he'll be back.
Okay, all right. Please give me a second. Let me try to share my screen and then proceed with the demo.
Okay, thank you to all our wonderful attendees. I hope you have a great learning time here, and trust me, Diary of Hackers is bringing in industry experts. We'll have series of experts, like 10 to 15, no, to 12 of the speakers, where they share their experience. We've had the Cyber Wura herself. We've had Password, that is Abdulatif. We've had Sadiq Nasiru. We've had plenty people. We have Victor Idono rather. We hope to have many more speakers to share their experience, so that by learning the experience, or yeah, by heeding to the experience of others, we can actually grow faster in this field of cybersecurity. So you can check our YouTube channel for more and more videos. That is the the previous videos we've had. I'm just dropping the link now. Just check it, and the slides and video of this will also be uploaded to our YouTube channel, and the slides and the video, yeah, will be uploaded and sent to our mail as long as you register for this session. You can also join our Telegram page where we have discussions on Diary of Hackers. Yeah, t.me/Diary of Hackers. So you can also do well to um, follow us on Twitter at Diary of Hackers so that you can have real time information on what is happening. Um, is Mr. Wale, are you set? Okay, I don't think it's set yet.
Yes, please let me know when you can see my screen.
All right, we can see your screen right now.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you can just
Yes,
do well to increase the zoom size so that we can see better.
okay. 1 second.
All right. So, Osnit, as I've said, all right, fine. He's here. Yeah, you can proceed, sir.
All right, yeah. So this is the tool on GitHub. This is still V1, and you can clone and send pull requests or issues if you have any issues. The code is still very shitty, but I promise V2 is going to be better. This was actually not a proper written tool, but basically for now, you can see from the README, career code, geocode, time zone, supported search engines, supported social media platforms. So if you're going to get started, you have to, clone this, move into the directory, and then, it's written in Python 3, so you can just install all the requirements, get your um, Twitter and Facebook API keys, and, you know, create this file, set your keys, and then get started. So basically, let's do this. Sorry, that's yeah, boom. So percent usage. This is the usage. This is a description, and then so I mean, how do we get started? You can just start with your three, and then the first parameter I picked is a phone number. So starting with 234, that's 234. I'm going to use a very, not so Nigerian number. Or if we have anyone who wants to, volunteer their number, that would also be fine. Do we have anyone who wants to volunteer their
Any volunteer in the house? Don't worry, you are safe.
number? Yeah, you're completely safe. There's nothing. Okay, let me
Uh,
just use the example information number
all right.
listed
We
here.
have a volunteer. We have a volunteer.
Okay, Ash. Okay.
Oh, we have two
Uh,
volunteers already.
well, we'll try all of them. We'll try all of them. We'll try
Okay,
all of them.
fine.
So I mean, sometimes you don't find so much public information about certain phone numbers, regardless. So if you don't find anything, that's good. we just have it there. So basically, let's start off with this. So you pass in the phone number, so we can see the phone number. Carrier is MTN. Your geo code is Nigeria, and your time zone is Africa, Lagos. Um, so let's try this. See what social leads you have, and we can just do that with say Twitter. Or, yeah. So if you're going to be searching on social media, you have to use the hyphen S argument and then specify one of Twitter or Facebook basically, and you go and it searches your Twitter and no public tweet can be found, associated with your phone number. Let's do Facebook. Oops. Uh, okay. This is a Facebook error. So sometimes you get these errors when your keys are expired, so you have to go back and manually generate another key. And when you're generating your Facebook API keys, you can just there is an option to expire in a future date. So rather than expiring in about 24 hours or 1 day, 2 days, it allows you, specify up to a month or so where you can increase that. So that's not working because my API key has expired. I have to generate another one. Let's do Google. So if you're going to be searching on Google, you use the hyphen G parameter and passing Google. Tries to do its thing. So nothing tangible on Google also. So this is just like a phone number um, listing directory. Not no other information can be found out openly about this phone number on Google. So if I'm going to do DuckDuckGo, yeah. So pretty much the same thing also DuckDuckGo. So there's one other thing. Let's check out the Tor um, feature, anonymizing with Tor. So you can actually anonymize all these requests we are making to search for this thing using Tor, but you have to have Tor already installed. So let me see. You basically have to already have Tor set up on your system, and then you can just let's wait for that to start up.
I think Kelvin is not too popular on Twitter and Google. That's why it's not it's not found.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
yeah,
so it's open source information. So it's
yeah.
what is out there. It goes around looking for and fetches it.
Okay.
I think there's someone also volunteered another number. Let me
Yeah.
do that. Ipechuku Opara. Okay, copy that. Still connecting to Toys. It's taking a bit. Um, so once the way I have my tour set up, once I start my tour, I basically just switch locations, and then every of my I'm completely fully, not completely fully sure, but whoever is behind your terminal can see your request and packets. So I mean, but it only protects you to an extent, and minimizes you to an extent. So okay, 72%. Yeah, I mean, if there are any questions, you can, start asking me questions. Let's make it interactive. 95. Okay, good.
You can please holy shit. All right. I think we lost his connection. Wow, when it's getting interesting. So you can just try it on your own. When you have your Kali box installed either on VM or using the Kali OS itself. So the repo link will be dropped soon, so you can install. You can install. Let me quickly inform him that he's out. Okay. All right. Can I combine search terms to search in all social media channels? All right. Um, Please, you can just keep your questions coming so that as soon as it's in, he will address them. And also, we are trying to change the narratives and our global, the way we are known globally to be uh, scammers to a very good cyber defenders and not just, it's quite crazy when we hear people telling the media that the scammers are hackers. No, and during this Twitter saga, somebody was like, it should be traced back to Nigeria. Hell no, we are good people, so we're trying to change the narratives. All right, welcome, sir. Hi, are you in?
Yes, sorry I cut off there. It was just a result
Okay,
uh
no, no problem.
of what we're doing.
So please, can
So
you kindly, sorry, can you kindly zoom in your terminal so we can see better?
okay. So, all right.
Yeah, this awesome.
Yes. Sorry I cut off there for a minute. Yeah, so I think my chat has cleared. So I think I was about to use a fair. No, you cannot track real time. Um, I was about to just do it with this number. So just let me use the example number. So this time I'll be using Tor to anonymize requests basically. So if you're going to be using Tor, you just add the hyphen C switch, and then you can use Tor basically. So to use Tor, you use the hyphen T and to use Tor for anonymity. So um, basically, if we be searching for this number on DuckDuckGo, to use Tor, we just add the hyphen T, and then what it does is it fetches new identity for you basically, and all your requests um, is anonymized using this identity. So, for example, with this number, you can find a couple of things out there, so many things: books, Facebook pages, code pen, Wattpad. This is interesting, you uh, websites, documents. This is a reverse lookup, website pages. Interesting, you know, and a whole lot of other information. So if we do, okay, yes, right now, Tor doesn't work with anonymizing Google search. I've not been able to. figured that workaround yet. So for now, the only search you can anonymize is your Google search using Tor. Uh, Google- let's see. Yeah, so a couple of you know
Wow, this is something else.
let's see if we can. My internet is going to be a bit slow because of um Tor, so you can just bear with me, please. Some Indian. So this particular tweet, it's probably not working. So you can try to find another tweet where that was mentioned. To find something interesting. So basically, this is useful for private investigators, law enforcement agencies, you know, independent contractors or pen testers. When you're trying to do different things. Also, I mean, people who work in fraud prevention can also find this useful. Yes, so I think so. This is all V1 does for now. This is all version 1 does for now. In version 2, we'll be doing a lot more. HLR lookup, contact name resolving, and the interactive CLI and all of that. Oh, sorry. So that is a basic demo. So let me just go straight to answering questions now, because of time.
All right, guys, you can keep your questions coming in. Okay, we have some questions. Can you see them or I read it for you, sir?
You can as well read them also. It's fine.
All right. We have one from Sunday for Lion. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. So his question is, after the lookup of some sources, can you show the digest of the content around the search term?
So digest of the content around the search term. I don't quite get. Maybe you can just help me rephrase that. I don't do too well with English. But I
Okay.
think for what you're
Sir, you
saying,
can request to speak. Mr. Sunday, you can request to speak so we can hear your
okay,
question.
yeah, it's even more interactive that way.
All right. And then before then, we have, can I track real-time location of a phone number using this tool?
Real time location. No, no, no.
All right.
Real time location. You have to be, you know, have a tower. You have to be connected to a tower to be able to do something like that. So I'm not really sure about
All right, all right. Mr. Sunday will be speaking now.
Can you do okay, I can see a question while we're waiting for Mr. Sunday to join. Um at the moment, can we do a VLR lookup? No, in version 2 you'll be able to do a VLR lookup. And there'll also be a lot of other multiple VLR lookups platforms basically. You can always decide which one you want to use. And but the thing about VLR lookups is that there are some countries where you can only retrieve the MCC and NMC, MNC numbers. So there are some countries that will not allow you to retrieve, or some providers rather, that will not allow you to retrieve certain kind of information about their subscribers, but you can with you
All right.
yes, yeah, basically that's it.
Okay. Yes, sir. You can go on and ask your question, sir.
So, so my question is, can you show a few of the sentences and words around the search term so it's easy to know the context in which that number is being displayed? It may be an incomplete part of the number, it may be a prank or something, just so one doesn't waste time checking the URL. Thank you.
Oluwole, you can unmute and answer the question, sir.
Oh, sorry, I thought I wasn't muted. Yeah, so nice question. So Mr. Sunday, what you're asking for is basically like a preview, so you don't bother opening up the URL to see if it's in context. Yeah, so definitely something I can add, so when you see the tweet, you can see the context around it, and you know, okay, I don't need to open this, I need to open this because it's in line with what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yes, you can make it a switch, a switch, so
Yes,
that
a
one can
switch.
decide whether it's going to be the digest or just the links. It will be
Yes,
awesome.
yes. That's actually really, really a good one. So I mean, you don't have to bother yourself opening every single one. Yeah, thank you
And
for
while
that.
we're at it, can you also have the ability to combine switches? So instead of -S and then you specify Twitter, can you use -T for Twitter, -F for Facebook,
For Facebook, yeah. So
-T
it
for
goes and
Google?
fetches
So I can
everything at
combine
once.
terms at once instead of individual searches.
Yeah, yeah. It's also that's one of the things that will change in V2. I already noted this down already before you even brought it up. So that's also a nice one. Also.
So
So
I
in
need to
V2
go
we can
now. I need to go now. Let me just say the last thing, which is that I might probably just join you on GitHub and also contribute some code.
Fantastic,
It's an
fantastic,
awesome software, and it will be great
fantastic.
to see how we can push it.
So PRs are welcome. If you have additions, let's work on this together. We can just have our own call, so we talk about the model like shared initially during the presentation,
Yes,
and then
I'll
we
reach
can
you offline, but I need to go now because I'm joining another meeting. So thanks all for the speaking opportunity and for allowing me to join you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank
yeah,
you.
you too.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.